Hi there, and welcome to today's interactive pronunciation lesson. My name's Daryl, I'm a teacher here at ALA, and after today's class, I hope that you will understand ED pronunciation in English a little better. Now remember, this is a process. You must be patient, and students of all levels will be watching this video. So, for ED pronunciation in English, we divide it into three categories: id, t, and d. So often this pronunciation is in the past simple. So let's look at the first category, id. And this is a simpler category because the id sound adds a syllable to each verb in this category. Want, one syllable, becomes wanted, two syllables. For example, I wanted an apple yesterday. Also, it's very easy to remember when we say this id pronunciation, because we say it when the final sound in the verb is T or D. For example, want, need, hate. Remember, we're listening for the final sound, not looking for the final letter. So want becomes wanted, need, needed, hate, hated. Now the second and third categories are a little more complicated. So the t and d sounds do not add a syllable to the verb. Instead, we include these sounds with the final sound of the verb. So walk becomes walked. Live becomes lived. For example, I walked on the beach yesterday. I lived in Paris 5 years ago. But the big problem that many students of English have is when do we pronounce the t of the second category and when do we pronounce the d of the third category. And I have a little trick that I'd like to show you to practice this pronunciation and this difference. So, this will seem a little strange. I'd like you to take your fingers and place them here under your throat. Now, as you are speaking, you can feel vibrations. And I want us to look at the first word in the second category, walk, and the first word in the third category, live. Now let's repeat them 3 times, alternating. Repeat walk, live, walk, live, walk, live. Hopefully you can feel a difference in the vibration. When does the vibration stop? With walk, when we pronounce the final K sound, it travels from our throat to our mouth. Walk. In the second category, t is also in your mouth, so it becomes walked. In the third category, d is also in your throat, so it becomes lived. Now this is difficult, but it can help if we look at the sounds separately. Walk, t, walk, t, walked. Live, d, live, d, lived. Now let's very quickly go through the pronunciation of all the verbs that you can see on the board. Wanted, walked, lived, needed, helped, cared, hated, liked, preferred. I hope you can hear the difference between these 3 categories of pronunciation, and you can feel the difference when you place your fingers against your throat. Now remember, this is a trick that will help you when you are reading new words in English, or when you need to practice the pronunciation. But there are lots of extra exercises after this video which will help with your practice. And the past simple is very common in English, so you will have many opportunities to practice this pronunciation. But remember, keep trying and don't give up. Thank you very much for watching.